What are closing costs? So I get to talk to you about this a little bit, but the expert's here with us, so he's the one that takes this over.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Closing costs are basically all of the costs associated with your mortgage loan outside of your down payment. So there are two parts to the money that you bring to closing, that you put down into a house, are broken into two parts. One, the down payment, which can be as low as 3% if you're doing conventional, or 0% if you're a veteran. Then you, outside your down payment, you have your closing costs. And so that can be wrapped up into one nice little bucket. Your cost from us, from underwriting processing, one charge from Rapid Mortgage Company. You have a closing attorney who's going to order title work for you, and they're going to charge you for a little bit of the thing that they do. You're going to pay for your appraisal. And then outside of that, you're also going to pay for what we call your escrows. And your escrows are going to be your property taxes and your homeowner's insurance that's paid into a separate side account for you on a monthly basis. And then that escrow account then pays your annual homeowner's insurance and your annual property taxes for you. Your closing costs in general will be somewhere between like $6,000 and $8,000 for most properties, and maybe a little bit higher than that if you're purchasing in a higher price point, as higher homeowners insurance or higher property taxes. But closing costs, some people quote, somewhere between 2 to 5% of the purchase price. It's kind of expensive. But what I like to do as a lender is sort of reach out to you and show you what your closing costs are in advance, so you can prepare for that expense up front.
That's great.
Yeah.
When will they know the cost?
If you can, it's a good question. And I like doing that. So one of my favorite things to do is actually to send a payment estimate, complete breakdown payment estimate, in advance of making an offer on a property. And so Andy's probably sent this email 100 times, but I send a nice welcome email, and I always ask the client, say, hey, send me 2 or 3 properties that you're interested in, and I will send you a complete breakdown of your monthly mortgage payment, as well as all of your out-of-pocket expenses, so you can see exactly what you're getting yourself into. No surprises, right, before you make that offer on a property. And so there should never be this bait and switch. There should never be this hidden cost or anything goofy like that. We're always really straightforward and very upfront with our costs and with what you're going to be spending on the house. And I think very, very much strongly feel that that's a very important thing to understand, so you can feel more confident, feel more comfortable, and just have an overall better experience when you're buying a house.
Absolutely. We don't want any surprises.
No surprises.
We don't see coming.
Yes.